Get this. Adults with financial literacy skills have 82% more wealth than those who don't. From swimming lessons to piano classes, us parents invest in so many things to enrich our kids' lives. But are we investing in their future financial success? With Greenlight, you can teach your kids financial literacy skills like earning, saving, and investing. And this investment costs less than that after-school treat. Start prioritizing their financial education and future today with a risk-free trial at greenlight.com/get-started. That's GREENLIGHT.com/get-started.
But she doesn't want to fuck Vopone, so he tries to rape her, and then
I'm sorry, what? He tries to rape her?
No, it's not like it's like a comedy rape.
Nope. I do not know what you mean by that. It sounds like just a terrible play.
It is not a bad play. It is a good play and a very funny rape.
Nope. Hey, Noah, you're grumbling a lot there. What's wrong?
Nothing. It's just I just came up with this super cool essay for my next citation needed, but I know that Tom's going to spend the whole episode shitting on it.
I don't know. I'm not sure that he'll definitely shit on your idea.
His first note on my last essay was a handwritten note to my dad, ask him to go back in time and get a vasectomy.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's not great. It's not a great response.
Handwritten.
He spent all that time, all of those fucking pictures of how to build a flux capacitor. That he spent days on that shit.
Thought.
I just wish there was some way to get back at him. You know,
get back at Tom. You want to take 2/3 of his income? I feel like it's a good idea.
Yeah, it's been done to death.
Yeah, no, it's true. You'd get 2/3 of a third. That sucks. Well, yeah. Nonetheless. Wait, no, I got an idea. Eli. Yeah. Did you pick an essay for this week that you're going to do?
I was thinking of doing a thinly veiled cry for help.
Okay, rude, stealing my thing. Eli, no, what was that? It was a super cool thing you were telling me about in the car the other day. You had this like really cool thing.
The Stranger.
Nope, no.
You got to set.
I already know about that. Obviously, the other thing we were talking about.
Oh, fan fiction.
That's it. Yes, exactly. You should do that for your essay.
Okay.
Yeah. So that'll do it, right, Noah?
You're cold, Heath. Cold.
Ooh, can I still include a thinly veiled cry for help?
Can you not?
No.
Okay, well, there you go.
Hello and welcome to Citation Needed, the podcast where we choose a subject, read a single article about it on Wikipedia, and pretend we're experts, because this is the internet, and that's how it works now. I'm Noah, and I'll be audibly rolling my eyes the loudest this week, I promise, but I won't be doing it alone. Exactly. First up, two people who probably could have come up with Harry Potter puns or something for this introduction, Cecil and Eli.
Aw, Quidditch.
Oh, Noah, I'd Dumbledore the challenge, but don't you think the show has room of requirement?
All right, maybe not.
I actually know those books. That made no sense.
Okay, good.
I'm not good at words.
I had a feeling. Also joining us tonight are two men who read grown-up books, Heath and Tom.
College paid off, Mom and Dad. Yup.
It was worth every
This is my
penny.
job. Using that degree.
Grown up books. Yeah, scratch and sniff porn. Got to be 21 just to go down the aisle. All grown ups in that bookstore. All of us.
Yeah, it's adult content. Yeah, exactly. Now, before we get started, I want to take a second to remind the patrons that this is really more their fault than mine, especially for political reasons down the road. And if you'd like to share in the blame, be sure to stick around till the end of the show and learn how. And with that out of the way, tell us, Tom, what person, place, thing, concept, phenomenon, or event will we be talking about today?
Man, I think it's maybe an Evanescence song or a vampire.
No, that can't be it.
I don't know. It says My Immortal up top, and then I forgot how to read in self-defense after that. So
No, I get it.
Smart.
I get it.
Yeah.
Should have done that.
Great plan. Okay, so Eli, you did what it is that you do to articles. Are you ready to wow us with your knowledge?
Oh, I'm going to wow you with something, Noah.
All right, so tell us,
Jesus Christ.
what the fuck are we talking about here?
My Immortal is a Harry Potter fan fiction published on
Really?
published on
God
the
damn it.
I'm already
Published-
sad. Is anyone else sad already? I'm just
sad too.
sad.
I quit the show.
Can't we just redo the episode where we put poop in each other's butts or whatever that one was about? I like that
Pounded
one.
in the butt by my own butt. Thank you, Tom. I've been trying to get this on every show. Nobody's in
getting it.
except Tom.
It was published on the infamous fanfiction.net between 2006 and 2007. It's the best worst thing ever written, and because of that, it is a mirror that we must and should hold up to ourselves.
All right, so for those of us who found our porn in underwear catalogs in the woods, what the fuck is fan fiction?
Bad, Noah. It's really, really bad. According to Wikipedia, it's, quote, fiction about characters or settings from an original work of fiction created by fans of that work rather than by its creator, end quote.
Damn, I love America, where we truly believe that being competent at something should serve as no barrier to entry. None at all.
All the way to the highest office in the land, yes,
We need
sir.
some literary outsiders. Yeah, that's important.
All right, sorry, I wasn't specific enough with my question here, Eli. Let me try again. Why is fan fiction?
Better question. Much better question.
Now, Noah, that depends on the fan fiction. But like all things on the internet, mostly porn is why. Mostly for porn reasons.
Good. Because, I hate it when Pornhub doesn't have enough flowery prose to go with their normal material.
So for a brief overview, I've collected a by no means exhaustive list of the different categories of fan fiction. They include.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. They include hurt/comfort fan fiction, in which characters go through a traumatic experience together and comfort each other, usually by fucking.
Yeah, usually by fucking grilled cheese and tomato soup, at least in my collection of comfort.
There's also a category called shipping, in which two characters who may or may not have a romantic relationship in the books have a created romantic relationship that's explored in the fiction.
Right, usually by fucking grilled cheese and tomato soup, at least in my collection. Yeah.
A subcategory of shipping, by the way, is curtaining, in which two characters' everyday life is further explored, i.e., picking out curtains.
Holy fuck, is there a choring category where characters do mundane household tasks like Huck Finn painting a fence or something? Is that...
Pretty sure Pornhub already has an ebony gym category, so... Also, Ibid on the grilled cheese and tomato soup thing again.
I mean, the hottest part of any relationship is that first sultry trip to IKEA, sexily drifting that wobbly cart sideways past a series of dowel rod puzzle games for grown-ups. God, I'm harder than a cam lock just thinking about it.
There's also fix fan fiction, which is a category of fan fiction in which the author rewrites a portion of the series that they didn't like. For example, on fanfiction.net, there are 233 fix in which Fred Weasley doesn't die at the Battle of Hogwarts, and 685 in which Ned Stark, in one way or another, survives the Game of Thrones series.
Are there anywhere they hand the ball off to Marshawn Lynch on the one instead of throwing it? Is there one of those?
And Bellatrix doesn't survive. Yeah.
There's also 65.8 million in which nobody ever has to say Mar-a-Lago out loud. By the way,
All right, so wait, I'm trying to hash out the categories. So if I wrote a good work of fantasy with memorable characters and original concepts, would that be a Harry Potter fic?
I'm leaving that. We will talk about that off the air.
Well, I was talking about it in the inbox for quite a while. That's for damn sure.
A subcategory of fix fan fiction is Peggy Sue fan fiction. named after the film Peggy Sue Got Married, in which one of the characters in the series goes back in time to fix the mistakes of the plot.
Wait, they had to name it after a fucking time travel movie, so they went with Peggy Sue Got Married?
This is seriously the most desperately lonely activity anyone has ever done right now. This.
They have to go back in time and fix mistakes. Is one of the mistakes letting Eli write an essay? Is that?
We can all just take turns, guys.
Yeah.
Maybe not. No, maybe
Go back and teach him to tap dance. That would do it.
Solves everyone's problems. No, you'll like this one. There's a category called rational rewrite / rebuild fan fiction, in which, quote, aspects of the setting and or characters are rewritten to be more cohesive, end quote.
The fact that you thought I'd like that one has me rethinking all my life choices at once, Eli. Somebody go back in time and teach my ass to tap dance.
Just imagining Bertrand Russell telling a variety of different characters that they don't exist, you know?
Some guy just rewriting Watership Down. It's 1 page long. Hazel gets run over by a lawnmower. That's it. End of it. Boom. Happens.
Hazel.
Rabbits' lives are
It's
sad.
like that. And it really is like that. I mean, the most famous example of this is Harry Potter and the Methods of Rationality, a story in which Harry tries to figure out what magic is and does not believe anyone who tells him that magic is real through the entire Harry Potter narrative. And it's super popular and actually saw print in several countries. So there's also Mary Sue / self-insert fan fictions in which the author inserts themselves into the world / story. Usually to fuck the characters, but sometimes just to be their friend or save their lives.
Who friend zones themselves in their own story? Who writes a fucking story where they get fucking friend zoned? Oh man, it's my pen. It's your pen. You can shove it up your own ass.
I did that by accident once. It happens.
Accident.
The friend zone thing, not the pencil in the ass. Yeah.
Now, I should point out that many believe My Immortal to be a Mary Sue, though the author, as we'll discuss, vociferously denied it at the time of writing in author's notes.
Yeah. Sounds like somebody needs to write a fanfic and have the author of My Immortal be honest about wanting to fuck Hagrid, just like the honest man and Dragon.
I tried
probably.
I tried to get a Mary Sue, Peggy Sue threesome going once, but they both went back in time to avoid meeting me. So
Right?
It was a sad
It's like
day.
a choose your own adventure, but every choice is just a restraining order.
Now, a weird category of fan fiction that I wasn't aware of until I started working on this is songfic, in which a story is interwoven with the lyrics of a song. There are over 40,000 songfics on fanfiction.net. 59 alone about CSI Miami.
Hey guys, remember when I called that other thing the most desperately lonely activity ever?
David Caruso. Macaluso is a different name. Rhymes with it.
But by far, the most popular is crossover or fusion fan fictions that combine the worlds and characters of two pieces of fiction to create a new story.
You have examples, don't you?
Why would you ask him?
I do have examples, Noah. Thank you for asking.
Jesus.
So Harry Potter and 50 Shades of Grey crossover category on fanfiction.net contains 4,019 original works.
Wait.
Doctor Who and the Penguins of Madagascar has 46 entries.
Okay. Embargo on everything Eli's about to list in the future.
Okay. I got to rewind just for a second, though, because Harry Potter's a kid, right? And most of the people in that movie were kids. And unless 50 Shades of Grey is like an art class they had at Wizarding Mountain or whatever, I'm pretty uncomfortable with the 4,000 number.
And man, the dark arts gets fucking weird when they move out of the junior varsity class. I'll tell you what,
man.
Another example, Buffy the Vampire Slayer and West Wing crossover has 35 entries dedicated to it.
That seems low.
Those were me.
Oh yeah, it's funny.
low.
Yeah, it's funny. How many of The Apprentice and West Wing? What's that? Just one? I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to kill myself.
And of course, the television show Sherlock and the television show Pokemon crossover, they have 19 entries in that category. There's 19 Pokemon.
Dear God, please tell me that's the end of the list.
It is not the end of the list.
Wait a minute. Does Sherlock catch them all? I need to know.
It's a whole thing.
He does it, but he uses a giant magnifying glass to do it.
That is not it, Noah. Much as you may hope, there is one more genre I want to mention, and then we'll get to my Immortal. RPF, or real people fiction.
What?
Often written about celebrities, these stories star and create relationships between celebrities, YouTubers, and even podcasters. And before you ask, no, sadly, nobody has written any citation needed RPF yet, but
Embargo. We said
you
that.
know who does have a tremendous amount of RPF? Mythbusters. Like thousands and thousands of RPF entries.
Really? Oh, hey, guys, I know this is a little early, but you know what I want? You know what I want for Christmas? I want nobody to write us in fan fiction. I want that again this year. And you know what I want next year? I want the same thing every year until I die. That's what you wrap it up and give it to me always, please.
Okay, so I get that it's written, but does anybody actually read this stuff?
They sure do. Noah.
Why?
Fan fiction contains huge communities of readers and writers. It has warring community factions. It has specialties, even has its own professional editors and publishing houses. And let's not forget that 50 Shades of Grey, which had sold 150 million copies as of June of 2015, started out as a Twilight fan fiction.
That literally explains everything. Right. That's
Right?
just that. I have no more questions, Your
It
Honor.
actually does
Yeah.
now. I understand.
All right.
Wow.
Well, now that Eli's revealed that the high watermark of the thing we're talking about is 50 Shades of Grey, I feel like we all need a quick break. So here's a little apropos of nothing.
Okay. Sexy Lord of the Rings.
That's Game of Thrones. Already done.
Fuck, it is Game of Thrones.
Yep.
Hey guys, what's going on? What are you doing?
Oh, hey, Cecil. Well, I mean, you heard Eli, 125 million copies. All 50 Shades of Grey did was he took a book and they made it sexy, like sexy Harry Potter.
No, the Magicians did it.
With the show?
Yep. The whole show. Sexy Harry Potter. That's what that is.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Guys, look, it's easy to get jaded about stuff like this, but there's always been junk fiction. Yeah, 50 Shades of Grey sold a lot of copies, but great literature, really great literature, it's still worth pursuing.
E.L. James' net worth is $150 million.
Did you try Sexy Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep?
Yeah, Westworld, though. That's Westworld.
Oh, shit, it is Westworld. You're fucking right.
Right? This is harder than you think.
And we're back. When we last left, Eli was promising the worst thing I could possibly imagine, and I believed him. So tell us, Eli, what is My Immortal about?
Named after the Evanescence song of the same name, My Immortal follows Ebony, Darkness, Dementia, Raven Way,
Oh,
a 17-year-old
Absolutely not.
Shut up.
a 17-year-old vampire who attends Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. I mean, I will sum up the plot as we go, but if I may, I'd like to read the first chapter in full.
You may not.
Two
No.
nay votes.
Nay.
Yeah, I would rather listen to the final exhalation of my firstborn than a single fucking utterance of this.
Two votes.
So dark. That is dark.
Well,
Jesus,
I'm going to go anyways.
Are you going to strangle his kid or?
I got my finger on his throat right now. So. He's small, so it just takes
So small.
Poke 'em.
Just a little.
right in the
guy.
Adam's apple. That's how you can do it.
Author's note. Special fangs. Get it? Because I'm gothic.
Oh my fucking God.
To my GF. Ew, not in that way. Raven. Bloody Tears 666.
I'm going
for
home.
helping me with the story and spelling. You rock. Justin, you're the love of my depressing life. You rock too.
That's not even a
MCR
compliment.
rocks.
Cool. Start with a hate crime. Just going to go ahead and start with a hate crime.
XXXXXXX.
God damn it. That's part of the book?
Yeah, that's a chapter separator thing.
I thought that was just easy punctuation for a period. I wasn't sure.
Hi.
Always a good sign when that's the first word of your book.
Hello, book people. I will begin booking now. Hello.
My name is Ebony Darkness Dementia Raven Way.
No, it's not.
Absolutely not.
And I have long, ebony black
I see where this is going.
hair.
Okay, maybe not.
That's how I got my name.
Before that, you had no name?
Or no hair.
No name.
With
Well, that wasn't worth it.
purple streaks and red tips that reaches my mid-back and icy blue eyes like limpid tears.
Doesn't make
and
sense
a lot
to
of
get the
people
time
tell
even-
me
Know what that means?
I look
do
like
that.
Amy Lee. Author's note. If you don't know who she is, get the hell out of here.
Oh,
my
great.
God.
Will do. I am leaving.
I'm with you.
Don't wanna know.
I'm quitting with you, Heath.
Perfect.
I'm not related to Gerard Way, but I wish I was because he's a major fucking hottie. I'm a vampire, but my teeth are straight and white.
You got braces?
British fix fic. It's about fixing teeth. That's the fix.
Well, it is fiction.
I have pale white skin. I'm also a witch.
Oh, for fuck's sake, pick a fantasy creature.
And I go to a magic school called Hogwarts in England. Not where Hogwarts was in the books, by the way.
Yeah,
That
no,
was-
that's a good point. That's the problem
Yeah.
with what we're reading right now.
That sucked me right out. It sucked me right out when I heard that. I was like, damn it.
I'm in my 7th year. I'm 17. I'm a goth, in case you couldn't tell. And I wear mostly black.
That's kind of implied. I got that with the goth word.
I love Hot Topic, and I buy all my clothes from there.
Oh my God.
Here's a song I wrote about Hot Topic and, wait for it, CSI Miami combined.
I gotta go back to school shopping at Hot Topic for the School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, Mom.
They have
For
those
example-
in Miami. It's a store that exists where they have crime scenes in Miami. Store.
For example, today I was wearing a black corset and matching lace around it, and a black leather miniskirt, pink fishnets, and black combat boots.
Yeah, and I'm guessing about 30 extra pounds and a pocket full of daddy issues, too, that you didn't mention.
I was wearing black lipstick, white foundation, black eyeliner, and a red eyeshadow.
Yeah, I really don't care. Can I just get my latte? Like, I just.
I was walking outside Hogwarts. It was snowing and raining.
Both, it was snowing and raining. It was just, they
Yeah, they
couldn't
call
decide.
that. We have a word for that. It's called sleet.
So there was no sun, which I was very happy about. A lot of preps stared at me. I put up my middle finger at them.
That's the opening paragraph. I feel like the word limpid spoke with its agent after that paragraph, right? First of all, it doesn't, like Tom was saying, like my eyes are the color of see-through. What the fuck are you talking about?
I have blue eyes. They are see-through. I will kill you.
Hey, Ebony, shouted a voice. I looked up. It was Draco Malfoy. What's up, Draco? I asked. Nothing, he said shyly.
Shyly. Good. Okay.
Why did he yell, what's up?
But
This doesn't
then
even
I
make
heard my
sense.
friends call me, and I had to go away. Author's note, is it good? Please tell me, Fangs. Exclamation point.
I will give you any amount of money and or let you pick one of my extremities to stop reading this story, Eli.
I will double that and film it.
No deal. So from there, I'm not reading
I'll
from
give
this
you
story
another
anymore.
one of
'Cause
Noah's extremities.
Oh, thank God.
it's very long, so I won't read the whole thing.
Well, he
thank God.
already gave a son for this. I feel like that's fair.
Continuing the summary. So from there, her and Draco go to a My Chemical Romance concert in
Fuck
Draco's
you.
flying
You.
in Draco's flying black Mercedes Benz.
What is happening? How many terrible brands can we jam into this fucking thing? And then we watched a movie from the Weinstein Company right after that and retweeted an ad for Trump University. It's fun. Got some Philip Morris tattoos on our face. Got a little Halliburton stock. Want to prop that up? What the fuck?
Afterwards, they retire to the Forbidden Forest to have sex.
Why not fuck in the car? It's a car. Fucking in the forest.
Another quote. This is one of my favorite from the whole thing. Quote, And then, 3 ellipses, suddenly, just as Draco kissed me passionately,
Wait.
Draco climbed on top of me, and we started
Sick.
to make out keenly against a tree.
Wait, keenly? Does that make it swell?
He
Not
took
if it's
off,
limpid.
Wait. So I just want to point out, too, that Draco climbed on top of her while she was against a tree. Just not sure how.
He's just sitting on her head at the top.
something's going wrong. He took off my top, and I took off his clothes. I even took off my bra. Then he put his thingy into my you-know-what, and we did it for the first time.
That's my favorite sentence of this whole
Wait,
thing.
he put his credit card into the chip reader? What are we talking about here? What the fuck did he do?
I'm saying he tapped it. I'm guessing just waved it kind of close. Yeah. My sexual style is often described as near field communication, so I get that.
And her vagina made that awful grinding, buzzing sound, and she shouted ecstatic, "Approved! Oh, approved!"
It's actually pretty close. Oh, I screamed.
It's the sexiest thing I've ever heard. Caliente.
I was beginning to get an orgasm.
You were not yet. It's not the flu, though I do feel kind of sick right now. So
Jesus.
beginning to get
Acquired
an
an
orgasm.
We started.
What's that in your hand? Is that an orgasm? Is that your orgasm?
Just happy to see you, Tom.
We started to kiss everywhere, and my pale body became all warm. And then, what the hell are you doing, you motherfuckers? It was
Wait for it.
Dumbledore.
And he made us smoke a whole pack of sex to teach us a lesson.
All right, wait, Eli, is the 21 point ellipses there? Is that quoted from the text?
Yes, it is.
That's just there to build dramatic tension.
I wanted to preserve.
I wonder how this sentence will end.
I wanted to preserve the author's vision. This is copy and paste.
Jesus fuck. Picture of the author trying to drink something, holding one finger up while the ellipses going across.
So from
I
there,
picture Dumbledore just calling somebody a motherfucker.
what the hell are you doing, you motherfuckers? The best.
Doing, you motherfucker. Like, that's how you talk to migrant workers. Like, you don't say that to students.
It's so good. From there, in the story, Ebony, Darkness, Dementia, Raven Way
Oh my
becomes
God, no.
embroiled
Never
in
say
a
that
love
again.
triangle. I got it so many times in this
God.
She becomes embroiled in a love triangle with Draco, obviously, and Harry Potter, who now prefers to be called Vampire because, quote, he loves the taste of human blood, end quote. During sex with Draco, she discovers that he has tattooed Harry's new nickname on his body.
I'm assuming on his dick is where that tattoo. It actually said Vampire Weekend, but he was a little soft. He's a little limpid.
Yeah, from reading that, I have to say I had literally no idea who was who because none of the pronouns in your paragraph as written were defined at all. And then I was going to ask you to fix that until I realized that your terrible writing was really just a meta commentary on the horrifying literary abortion of the topic itself. So I was like, bravo, Eli. Like, that's
Absolutely. I've been
Fucking
building.
money.
It's a long callback. Tom gets it. So Ebony, Darkness,
Ms.
Dementia.
Way. Ms. Way. Yeah.
Ebony, Darkness, Dementia,
God damn it.
Raven Way is so upset that she runs into the Forbidden Forest where she meets Lord Voldemort, who in this story for some reason speaks high English. Voldemort gives her a gun and demands she kill Draco or he will kill Harry, Vampire Potter.
And he's like, I know you're a powerful wizard, but I want you to kill him in a very mundane way. It's my kink. That's how I get off.
I want you to shoot him during a nice little Saturday at Target. You're looking at pewter frames. Shoot him then.
to go ahead and take issue with the idea that there is any possibility at all that Voldemort in this story spoke high English, when it is not at all clear that the author speaks any English in any format whatsoever.
Yeah. Well, he does say thou. He says thou a lot.
So I will stab you.
The next day, Ebony Darkness
Nope.
Dementia Raven
Oh my fucking God.
is practicing with her band, which is called Bloody Gothic Rose 666.
Of course it is.
Her band is made up of Hermione Granger, who is also a vampire now and has changed her name to Bloody Mary.
No.
Ron Weasley is in the band, and he has changed his name to Diablo.
Absolutely not.
Draco's in the band, and Hagrid is also in the band. But then she and Draco have a fight, and as a result, he slits his wrists and kills himself. So, next chapter, Ebony Darkness Dementia Raven Way is in the tub mourning Draco, and she discovers she's being filmed by Lupin and Snape, who she shoots many times with a gun until Dumbledore intercedes, at which point Hagrid, who is a student at Hogwarts in her story, announces that he's a Satanist and he's in love with her.
You know, I realized that I had no idea from that last paragraph if she shot Lupin or if she shot Snape. And then I was like, well, wait, if she doesn't have silver bullets, it won't matter if she shot Lupin because he's a werewolf. And then I looked down and I was cleaning my own gun and I don't remember getting it from the safe, but it's beautiful. And I can hear its sweet, sweet song. And this story is going to make orphans of my many children if we don't finish this up. That's what I'm saying right now.
So at this point, Hagrid, who is actually Vampire Harry, has a vision of
What?
Draco
No,
being
not
held
impossible.
prisoner
What?
by Voldemort. There's quite a bit more relationship drama over the next couple of chapters, but they manage to rescue Draco, and everyone goes to a My Chemical Romance concert in Hogsmeade to celebrate.
Wait, isn't Draco dead? Did they fucking weekend at Bernie him? Like, what do they do?
He is. It seems the author forgot.
Oh, okay. Good. I guess I probably should too.
Yeah.
What? I never will, Eli. I'm never going to forget this. But anyway.
It gets better.
Yeah, it would have to, wouldn't it? That is the available direction right
There's
now.
a direction.
So in the middle of the concert, the members of My Chemical Romance reveal themselves to be Voldemort and the Death Eaters.
Now that is a band name.
That is.
That's
Hell
better
yeah,
than My
that's how you
Chemical
do
They
it.
attack Ebony Darkness Dementia Raven Way and her friends,
No.
but they are saved by Dumbledore, who has undergone a goth makeover.
They just throw Draco's dead body at the band, and the Death Eater's guitarist is like, God damn, Phil, you have got to try this thigh. It is amazing.
Okay, and just to review, do I have this right? The cabal of evil warlocks wanted to attack one high school girl, and instead of like standing outside a Hot Topic with Roy Moore, they secretly became My Chemical Romance the band, and they planned an ambush during their fake concert. That was the plan.
Yeah, man, I've held many a grudge in my life, but I will never hate anyone enough to learn a single My Chemical Romance song. That's
In the next chapter, a black guy, her words not mine, shoots Lucius Malfoy and Sirius Black.
wait, just because?
Yeah, it's
The
not
black
clear.
guy shoots him because?
Yep, she just says it. Then, Ebony Darkness Dementia Raven Way receives a vision that she must travel through time to seduce Tom Riddle so he doesn't become Voldemort, all while retrieving the antidote to Veritaserum, which another teacher has become addicted to.
I understood maybe 70% of the words in that paragraph.
Also, how does that seduction plan work? Just like, all right, I'll fuck you if you don't become Lord Voldemort. What? I don't. That's a future thing? I don't know.
You know, I just want to thank you, Eli. I just stopped being the biggest nerd on this podcast, and I'm going to pass on to you this gold-plated 20-sided die and this hand-painted Advanced Dungeons & Dragons DM shield. They're yours now. Those are yours.
It hurts because you know I would love both of those things so much, Cecil. Because I would love both of those things so much. So at this point in the story, I should point out that My Immortal was serialized monthly, much like Dickens. And as time went on, it grew in popularity until it caught the attention of the now mostly defunct trolling platform Total Drama Encyclopedia, which is basically Wikipedia for assholes.
No, that's Conservapedia. That's
That's
Conservapedia.
fair. That's fair.
Or the talk page.
Yeah. So TDE found it, and since this was back in the day before Internet Troll was just code for honest Nazi, someone hacked the author's account and wrote 2 satirical chapters, which the author never took down. But more importantly, Total Drama Encyclopedia and the resulting dog pile moved My Immortal from, hundreds of views and a couple dozen bad reviews to millions of views and tens of thousands of reviews. I mean, some people were mocking it, but then some people defended the author for getting mocked. In short, My Immortal went viral.
Yeah, using the Shakespeare model. That was smart.
Yes.
That was smart. Fake author in there.
So despite this and the 2 hack chapters, the story continued with Ebony Darkness Dementia Raven Way meeting Marty McFly in the past. Yep.
Oh, God.
He has also undergone a goth makeover, and he gives her a time-traveling jet black DeLorean, which she uses to bring Voldemort into the future for a final battle, and then the story ends.
Oh, thank God.
God.
Okay.
A final battle with who?
So she met somebody with a time machine in the present, and she went back in time to find Marty McFly to get her hands on a time machine.
Oh, wait, is this the point where we're taking issue with her decisions now? Is this?
So at the end of the
Yes.
So at the end of the last chapter, the author says she'll come back to the post when she's done moving from Dubya, which we assume she meant Dubai, and never returned.
From W.
Never wrote another chapter. Shortly thereafter, either fanfiction.net or the author, someone deleted the original posts, and they live on in internet infamy. My Immortal has gone on to inspire a YouTube series, sequels, short films, fan fiction of the fan fiction, dramatic readings, and more.
So if you had to say what you learned in one sentence, Eli, what would it be?
All right, no, I do have to know this. Who the fuck wrote this insane nonsense?
Don't ask him questions.
Now, Noah, that is where the story gets interesting.
Hard disagree.
Well, at least he recognizes that it hasn't been interesting up to this
Does he?
point.
Oh my God! If the author isn't
that's fair.
Etruscan, I'm done. I can't. We have to go back to the invention of writing.
I'm so doing the Etruscans for episode 100.
I swear to God.
Etruscan fanfic.
Now, crossover with CSI Miami. My Immortal was published under the username XXX Bloody Wrists 666 XXX and the pen name Tara
Jesus.
Gillespie. They also thank a co-author throughout the work named Raven, who worked under the screen name Bloody Tears 666. You heard that when I read the first chapter. But the most common question people ask about My Immortal's authorship is whether or not it was written seriously or as satire of fan fiction itself.
I find the idea that someone cares about that question less believable than the synopsis you just read.
Yeah,
with that.
right. No, I feel like at this point, the most commonly asked question about this book is, why the fuck are they doing a whole episode on it?
I gotta say, seriously though, this has been a thing my whole life. I cannot tell you how many times I've seen something or heard something and thought okay, no way. That has got to be fake. And then it turns out not to just be real, but to be insanely popular. When I first heard about American Idol, I'm like, no. And then the Thong Song and the existence of the entire band Aqua and the turn down for what video? The
Cisco is a
2016 presidential election. There's no.
Thank you, Tom.
Can't
My
be real.
opinion, I'm torn. To put it in bad movie terms, there are moments where My Immortal is perfectly unmiracle. God's not dead. But there's also moments where it shows bits of being thanks killing. Now, multiple people have admitted to writing it, some as satire, some say it was serious, and this problem was complicated by the sort of troll dog pile that took place on Total Drama Encyclopedia.
Okay, so are there any outstanding contenders?
It won't matter, Noah. Everyone's going to attribute this to Melania Trump when she reads the whole thing aloud at the 2020 Republican convention. So it's not going to matter.
There is one contender, Noah, who especially caught my attention. See, in 2016, a woman calling herself Rose Christo pitched a book called Under the Same Stars, The Search for My Brother and the True Story of My Immortal to Macmillan Publishing, in which she claimed to be an abused foster child of Native American descent who wrote My Immortal at a public library in an attempt to build up a large enough audience to find her brother. So to prove it, she provided Macmillan the email account, which she had created the fan fiction under, along with the flash drive containing the first 11 unedited chapters of My Immortal.
Wait, are we saying that what you just read passed the editing phase? Is that what we're saying?
It did.
No one on earth would admit to being related in any way to the author of this thing, even if the author had the only kidney in the world that matched.
However, before the book was published.
Awesome. That's great. I have a degree in literature. I now regret learning the alphabet. That's published.
So before the book could be published, the YA novel Handbook for Mortals made its way into the headlines by faking its way onto the New York Times bestseller list. Now, at the time, many people pointed out that the writing in Handbook for Mortals was similarly awful to the writing in My Immortal. And rumors started to circulate that they had the same author. So Christo and her publishers released statements saying she had written My Immortal and that her book and story were on the way.
And when the people started publicly fighting to take credit for this, we should have seen the 2016 election coming. It's our fault for being so blunt.
Very much so. So a month later, a user on a different troll forum called Kiwi Farms, claiming to be Christo's brother, refuted many of the claims she had made about the abuse she suffered, her heritage.
So she took a DNA test to show everybody that she was.
And most importantly to her attempts to reach out to him. Now, Christo, in turn, released a series of tweets and a Tumblr post confirming some, but not all of his accusations. She begged her brother to contact her and insisted that she had, in fact, tried to find him. Macmillan, sort of caught up in the drama, canceled the book, and she deleted her Tumblr, deleted her Twitter, and vanished from the internet.
Oh, my God. Is anyone else breathing much easier right now? I'm breathing.
All right, Eli, so where does that leave us?
Confused, Noah. I mean, Christo probably wrote My Immortal, but she also probably lied about a lot in an attempt to sell her book and sort of be part of Tumblr culture. Maybe she lied about her heritage and family history to alleviate the guilt she felt about writing a story that was, at core, making fun of others. Maybe, as she claimed in her final Tumblr post, her brother really had been poisoned against her by their abusive family members. After all, he made his accusations on a troll forum, not in the New York Times. Whatever the truth is, a couple clicks later, and these people all disappeared, leaving us with nothing.
Not true, Eli. They left us with this beautiful story. No, they left us with nothing. They left us fucking nothing.
In the end, the story of My Immortal is the story about something on the internet being so bad it's good. And like so much on the internet, that turned out to be affected, ironic, and probably created by a complex person in a tremendous amount of pain who, in the end, blurred the lines the internet allows us to so thoroughly that perhaps even she lost track of what was real.
Did she also tell inside jokes that span 4 podcasts?
Yeah. Wait, did you guys not see the writing sample? All these people are clearly Eli. Like, there's no way that's not what's happening here. If we walked into Eli's house right now, he is 100%, I'm positive, dressed as a Native American woman with fucking skin mask, sitting in a rocking chair like Norman Bates. That's definitely what's
It's actually a series of masks covering something long dead, is what it is.
I'm just putting the pins in the wall. Tom's close.
99 ones down, you find an Elizabeth Warren mask underneath all of that.
All right. Well, Eli, thank you for making a new example so that the new Coke episode can really be appreciated in all its glory. If you had to summarize what you've learned in one sentence, what would it be?
Call forward, Noah. Call forward.
And are you ready for the quiz, sir?
I am.
All right, Eli, I'm going to go first. I don't have a question, though. I just want to hear you say out loud that you did not write this book using the correct emphasis for not lying. Whatever you think that would be.
I did not write this book.
Incorrect. Correct.
Let's
Whatever.
shift gears slightly and talk about some Game of Thrones fan fiction. Which of the following sexy Game of Thrones fanfic series, Girls Gone Wildling, has the best plot development? A story about how Sansa's soon-to-be husband is caught giving her dad's head. B, the one where half the cast gets blown in a church. C, one big guy and a bunch of skinny guys, and they're all coming in his back door. Or D, the one where the guy fucks his sister.
Oh, it's D, and it got 9 seasons on HBO.
All right, Eli, fan fiction's real power comes from putting the power of creation and world building in the hands of the masses and then letting them decide the fate. So when is that a bad idea? A. Oh, yeah, right. B. We shouldn't be allowed to vote. That's our... C. Just kidding. Who has time to get stamps? That's not.
I'm going to go with secret answer D, all of the above?
Absolutely.
Nope, not absolutely. You win, Tom.
I win.
Picked wrong or something. You are the winner.
good.
Well, since I won, I want to hear from Heath because his essays use complete sentences and even occasional punctuation.
All right. Well, for Cecil, Eli, Heath, and Tom, I'm Noah. Thanking you for hanging out with us today. We'll be back next week, and by then, Heath will be an expert on something else. Between now and then, you can hear more from Tom and Cecil over on the Cognitive Dissonance podcast. You can hear more from Heath and me on the Scathing Atheist God Awful Movies and the Schedule Card. And you can hear more from Eli by searching Requiem for a Dream, Powerpuff Girls /fiction. And if you'd like to help keep this show going, you can make a per episode donation at patreon.com/citationpod or leave us a 5-star review everywhere you can. If you'd like to get in touch with us, check out past episodes, connect with us on social media, or check the show notes, be sure to check out citationpod.com.
Sexy Little Mermaid?
Siren.
Yeah. Sexy Tom Sawyer?
Call Me By Your Name. It won an Oscar.
This is so hard.
Damn it, motherfucker.
Jesus.
It's true.
Harder than you think.
Did win an Oscar.
Did you know that parents rank financial literacy as the #1 most difficult life skill to teach? Meet Greenlight, the debit card and money app for families. With Greenlight, you can send money to kids quickly, set up chores, automate allowance, and keep an eye on your kids' spending with real-time notifications. Kids learn to earn, save, and spend wisely. And parents can rest easy knowing their kids are learning about money with guardrails in place. Try Greenlight risk-free today at greenlight.com/getstarted. That's GREENLIGHT.com/getstarted.